Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. I want to talk about all three tonight, just a little bit about each three. Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. Because all three are important today as part of our celebration. Jesus in our gospel, we hear from John, talks about how he is the vine and we are the branches, and that we are called to produce fruit. The analogy of the tree or the vine and the branches is a beautiful analogy for the church, for the community. We are part of a great vine, a great tree that connects us with Jesus Christ. And we're all part of this one tree. We're all different branches, and we're all called to produce fruit. However, if we cut ourselves off from the tree, if we cut ourselves off from Jesus, at times we might be able to get some life out of that tree, but it may not produce fruit. It may not grow to the strength that it's meant to be. And so we're called to be connected to Jesus. In everything that we do, we should be aware that we're part of that tree. Sometimes we don't produce fruit. And we need to be, sometimes in our lives, we need to be disciplined a little bit. And sometimes during the season of Lent, we have penance. Sometimes we give up certain things so that we can grow. And I've seen this happening over the last few weeks in my garden, just over the other side of the street. We have a guava tree, which many months ago I pruned a little bit, and it's now producing fruit. I've had a few pieces of guava, not many. I've got a few fruit out of it. The possums seem to come and take the good fruit if I don't watch carefully. This is the challenge of any fruit tree. But we're called to produce fruit. But we're all part of this one tree. And so, because we're part of this tree, we're called to take delight in what's happening within this tree, on the other branches. Sometimes I've heard people say to me, they're not really interested in what other people are doing in their faith. Some people have said to me, even some people who come to this Mass have said they're not really interested in seeing baptisms happen because this doesn't really impact their life. But as Catholics, we take delight in everything that happens within the body of the church. It's a great thing. It's a great thing we have Year 5 with us tonight who are going to share with us a reflection in a moment about St. Joseph. It's a great thing that we have young people, that we have old people, we have celebrations. That's all part of the great body of the church. That's the tree of life, and we're part of that. And when another part of the tree is doing well, we should take delight in that. When another part of the tree is suffering, or perhaps withering away, or even looking like it's dead, we should be concerned because we are one tree. And that's what Jesus asks us to be part of. One vine with many branches. And so we take delight in that. So that's our reflection on Jesus. Today we begin the month of May. This month is a special month dedicated to mothers, but especially dedicated to the Blessed Virgin Mary. I encourage you during this month as families, as individuals, as couples, to do something special for the Blessed Virgin Mary. If you have a statue of Mary at home, perhaps have some flowers at the statue at certain days during the month of May. Maybe light some candles. Maybe drop into the church during the week and come down to the statue of Mary here in the church and spend some time, just light a candle to honour the Blessed Virgin Mary. It's a special month. Honour our mothers, but especially honour the Blessed Virgin Mary. Because we are part of a family. We're part of a great tree, but we're also part of a family. And the mother of our Christian family is our Blessed Mother Mary. So honour her this month. Bring her into our families. Maybe say the Hail Mary together as a family, maybe at bedtime, maybe in the morning, at some other time, to honour Mary because she has a special place. Mary nurtures us, Mary supports us, and Mary guides us to Jesus. And so Mary has a big place in our hearts. Today is also the feast day of St. Joseph the Worker. Sometimes in our lives we become focused so much, especially adults sometimes, think about what their paid job is. And they sort of think, oh, once we stop having our paid job, well, we're not working anymore. But each and every one of us, whether we're very little, right to the most mature members of our community, we're all called to contribute every day. Just because we don't have an employer who's paying us an hourly rate doesn't mean that we're not called to work. There is a dignity in contributing. Some people contribute as volunteers, and that's real work. Our young people today, those who are reading, they're serving. That's a form of work. In a moment, some will come and share a reflection. That's a form of work. Some of us have things that we do in our houses. Sometimes as kids, sometimes we can sort of feel like, it's annoying to have to clean up the dishes or to make our bed or to contribute. But there's a dignity in that. And Joseph helps us and reminds us that all of us are called to serve and to contribute. We don't just take. We don't expect everybody to just give to us. We're called to work. And there's a dignity and an honour in that. And so today on St. Joseph's feast day as the worker, we honour the role of work. We cherish work. Yes, we're called to rest, but we're also called to contribute. All of us, every day. So whether we're very young or very old or very much in between, let's all contribute. Maybe those young people here, when you get home, if you haven't contributed some way to your family today, do something when you get home today. Because there is some dignity in work. Jesus asks us to be part of the vine. We're one family, we're all connected together. We're one tree of life. Let us honour Mary during this month of May, and today on Joseph's feast day, let us now all contribute through our work to build up the body of Christ here within our community and across our world.